Hello the internets and welcome back to the live stream. Where have I been? 2 weeks. It is Saturday the 18th of May 2019. Today I'm going to be live for 28 minutes. I need to make an apology, a heartfelt apology, a real apology. No fake tears, no fake apologies here. I've been missing in action. If you haven't seen my daily vlogs explaining this, my iMac blew a power supply unit and there's been 2 weeks of trying to resolve that, get it back in a working order. Now I did have it working at one point and then pop, it stopped working, the whole thing shut down and I went back to square one. My iMac is out of Apple Care warranty, so I actually opened it myself to replace the part using iFixit, and the part they shipped me was faulty and that popped, and that's why we had 2 weeks without a computer. If you could see this machine right now, you would see that it's still taped up with, it's got masking tape holding it together. It's got these little tags on the top where the screen is just resting against it because I don't trust that it's completely fixed. I feel like it's going to pop again and then I'm going to have to pull that unit out, and getting the adhesive off, very, very difficult, but I've done it. The screen is literally on an angel like that, resting on itself, just sitting there with a little bit of masking tape. So if the whole thing falls over and we lose everything, I'm going to apologize again. I want to say hello to the chat though. Way back up the top there, Stockerbolter was there waiting. Thank you, man. I appreciate the patience, dude. And I've seen you in the Discord as well. Thank you, dude. Tim Arkscog's there. Awesome. Who else have we got? Faffy Day, Baxter's friend. G'day, Faffy. And that's all. We don't have many here. That's fair enough. I've been missing in action. I don't expect anyone to come back straight away. I haven't been here, so why should you be? When the people come in, we'll say hello. Mark the Traveler. Oh, dude, I've still got to check my Instagram DMs. I don't go on Instagram ever. And you've been DMing, and I've got to get back on there. Thank you for the welcome back. Let's pull the chat up in the house here. Michael says, morning, Michael. Thank you, dude, for your recommendation. We're going to get to that in the upcoming... Tim Arscott says, as much purpose as a porpoise. Hamish Ferguson, g'day Hamish, how you going, man? Oh, look, this feels great to come back. I've missed this. I've really missed going live. I don't feel like I've delivered all my content throughout the week if I don't get to go live once a week. So I'm really, really pumped to be back here, and I'm super excited. I'm really close with, I was going to say Outdoor Man with a Van. I'm really close with streaming from Stephen. Done a preliminary test this week and the stream went perfect. Got to set up some cameras and some angles and some stream deck and all that stuff, but the proof of concept is there. We're going to be streaming from Stephen outside very soon in addition to this stream. I tell you what though, it's been a big 2 weeks for Steve Van. I want to show you what I've been up to with Outdoor Man with a Van while you guys have been missing. The dual battery system is fully working. Check this out. It's awesome. Pumped. Welcome to episode 25 of Outdoor Man with a Van. Massive updates to Steve Van. So I want to show you the dual battery system. So what we've got here is the battery that I bought from the NRMA. That's at the back of this bracket that James made. And then in front of that bracket is the BCDC. The BCDC is what controls the charge going to the secondary battery, which is inside Steve Van. And that secondary battery is what I need to power all of my live streaming devices. You can see the new antennas on the roof of Steve Van. They are two 4G antennas working in MIMO, multi-in, multi-out. So, under here, now how am I going to do this? It's a little bit sketchy to get to. Let's get that out of the way. Maybe I'm going to put you down over there and I'll come back. Okay, so what we have here, secondary battery, this runs this mains power supply here. These are the MIMO antenna connecting points. Now what goes in there is my 4G Optus AC800, and that just sits down here. And then I have my Belkin Thunderbolt dock here. Now this gives me extra USB ports and extra Thunderbolt ports and a HDMI port. Now that's all important for me because I am going to be using a Stream Deck in my dash, external display to see the chat. I'm going to have a GoPro on the roof. That's going to give you the vision that I see while I'm driving. And that's why I needed to have mains power here, not only to power the Thunderbolt dock, but also to power the laptop. And now I'm going to do a few more tests
minutes before this is ready to roll. But while I do that, you guys can go back to the live stream.
I've got to say that what you've just seen there is almost ready to go. I do need a GoPro mount for the roof of Steve Ann. I want to have a camera that faces the street so you can see where I'm driving. And I've also got to have some permanent cables, some HDMI cables coming around the dash. Just some small tech issues. But what you saw there was the setup. And I did a dry run test, if you like, and it worked flawlessly. So, and also, this is baffling me. I'm streaming from my vehicle using OBS. Go figure. Wirecast didn't work. Wirecast is way more CPU intensive, and on my MacBook Pro, no good. So it's going to be OBS, and I'm going to drop it down to 720. Now I feel like I should do that because of the distance. We're going from tower to tower to tower. So 720 stream using OBS, unbelievable. Faffy Day says, once I get some cash, I'll donate some. Dude, you don't have to do that, but you know, any content, any way you want to be a giver is fine in my book. Just coming in and watching the stream is fine enough, you know. Tim says, setting up nicely, thanks. And Stockabota says, pump. I probably got cut off there before we jumped into Outdoor Man with the van. Hey, look. All right, let's kick the bass. Lol, it's a Chicago saying, let's get the live started. Yeah, okay, so you want to get into the topic of discussion, Mark the Traveller. We're going to talk about fake apologies here on YouTube. Now, I want to discuss what it does to the channel. I want to hear from you guys what it does to you as a viewer when someone makes a fake apology. We've got a few to go through, but I want to hear from the chat about how you feel as a consumer of that channel when you see an obvious fake apology. So I've got a few to bring up. Let's pull up the first one, and this is obviously going to be pretty obvious who this guy is. Now, Logan Paul, he made a big mistake about this time last year, maybe a little bit less, maybe I can't recall exactly when it was. If you didn't know, somehow he went out and filmed a deceased person hanging from a tree. It was a suicide in a suicide forest, a known area for this stuff to happen. He used the guy swinging from the tree as his freaking thumbnail, kind of laughing and pointing at it. And then he had that obviously in the content as well. Yes, Faffy Day, you nailed it. Now, it was a conscious decision from this man to do this, to put that in the content. And his apology is very, very half-baked. Let's check this out. I want to see what you guys think about this apology.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. And I don't expect to be forgiven.
That's interesting.
I'm simply here to apologize.
I can't pause it. That's bizarre.
So what we came across that day in the woods was obviously unplanned, and the reactions you saw on tape were raw. They were unfiltered. None of us knew how to react or how to feel.
Yeah, but I got to stop him. He had the chance to edit that out. He didn't have to put it in. So this apology's already got off to the wrong start because he could have stopped that process from going, I can't pause this for some reason. That's weird.
I should have never posted the video.
No shit.
I should have put the cameras down.
Bing!
And stopped recording what we were going through.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't. And for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to anyone who has been affected or touched by mental illness or depression or suicide.
Now,
but most importantly,
I feel like I could stop him there if I could.
And his family.
That's how I'm going to have to stop it. I just didn't buy that. I don't know about you guys, but I did not buy his apology there. He had plenty of opportunities to stop doing what he was doing, yet he chose to edit that together. His editor would have shown him a run through and said, hey man, does this look good? Let's go with it. You know, should we put it online? And he chose to put that online, having seen it, and he chose that thumbnail. So I don't buy that. Let's have a look what the chat says. Mark the Traveller, I sent a DM to you about a YouTuber who gave a fake apology. Dude, I'm just saying I don't use Instagram. I'm only using Instagram to contact you, and I've been slack with that. Instagram to me is pointless, but I will go. I said I will. I'll go back in and check it. Sorry, man. Faffy Day says Pewds made a Okay, we're going to get to that. Stockabota says, no shit, the highlight of my day. He doesn't seem like a sincere guy. G'day, Northrop. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mindy, he doesn't seem like a sincere guy. Hey, g'day, Angus. How you going, buddy? Nice to see you. You and your brother in the chat. Tim says, to me, the Suicide Forest smile looked more like an awkward smile where he didn't know what to do. You mean a thumbnail? I reckon he knew exactly what he was doing. But there is another one I want to dig into. Let's pull up this one. Now, I can't go in and show you what happened with Logan Paul because nothing really went down with him on that channel. You know, he had such... Well, to start with, his followers are just young kids and they all liked it. So he actually gained from it. But then the backlash was that he went downhill. But what that did for me as a viewer of that content was to solidify that guy is a tool. And that's why I don't watch his content. I'm not sure how it made you guys feel, but it made me 100% clear about why I don't consume that content. Now, this is the one Faffy Day was talking about. This guy here, James Charles. James Charles, a beauty... What do they call them? A beauty makeup channel? I don't watch this content, so you're going to have to forgive me here. But he stomped all over a close friend, and that person was directly responsible for bringing him up in the beauty YouTube community, the BYC. Hey, look, if the vegans can have the VYC, the beauty channels can have the BYC, the beauty YouTube community. You heard it here first on Gives a Minute, the BYC. So his friend, he basically shat all over his friend and released or teamed up with a competitor's product, even though he was supposed to be promoting the friend's product, this and that. It all went downhill rapidly, and he made this apology video, which is completely insincere, unconvincing, shows no real emotion. I want to show you a little of it now. Let's just play a little bit of this. This is pretty funny.
To Tati and James Westbrook, I'm sorry for everything that is going on and everything that I've put you through over the past few weeks. I met Tati and James almost 3 years ago now, when I was first coming into the industry and when I had no friends and nobody to talk to or look up to. And Tati very quickly took on a parental role with me because she knew my parents were across the country.
Right. I've got to pause that. What's mute? M. Okay. If I hit mute, I'm going to hit mute each time. That's what I'm going to do. Interesting. So I don't buy that. I don't know the guy, so I can't really comment. But you can go on his body language and his emotion here. Michael says it's virtually impossible to distinguish between self-interest and sincerity. Yeah, it's very true. Now, he shat on his best friend for money. That's exactly what he's done. I want to jump forward in this apology video, though. I've got a couple of bookmarks here at 2:07. Now, this is a very interesting part of his apology, which we should play.
But I don't blame them for it. Most of my career over the past few years has been about me making mistakes and trying to learn and grow from them.
Okay, that's good.
I haven't always done the best job of that.
No, you
I
haven't.
admit that. But I have always tried. Because I know there's a lot of people watching me and that a lot of people look up to me as a role model.
I don't get what that bit means.
I hate knowing that I disappointed.
So this is all about him now. It's not about the actual apology and about what he's done. It's about what it's affected him. That's not an apology. That's saying I've messed up and I'm sorry because what it's done to me. Now, I want to jump forward. Oh, I've done that again, haven't I? I've got to hit mute. Okay, I'm going to jump forward to 354. There's another bit in here which is a little bit dubious. Where's my mouse? Here we go. 354. We'll just pop it about there. Unmute that sucker.
It doesn't matter. And I understand that no matter what I say or do, there are always going to be people that don't believe me and will think that I'm lying. And that's okay. At this point, the truth really does not matter.
Get-
the feelings that do. I
Get
don't know
that?
what
The
happened.
truth does not matter?
Hurt.
Oh, I've got to hit mute first. The truth does not matter. Did you hear him say that? At this point, the truth does not matter. Yes, the truth is the only thing that matters, and the fact that you don't think it matters is the problem. This guy's useless, and he has really, really, really lost out because of this. Have a look. Oh, that's our sneaky next one, and the one after. Let's have a look at James Charles' social blade stats since this has gone down. Seriously, have a look at this. This guy has lost in one day. That one right there. Let's make that sucker full screen. Where are we? Here we are. I want to make that full screen. Look at that. 1.2 million in one day. And in total, in the last 30 days, he's lost 2.7 million subscribers. Now, that is a massive amount of subscribers to lose. And I feel sorry for the guy, but if you're not going to be coming across as genuine, then you might as well not make an apology video at all. And that leads perfectly into this next one, who you've had a sneaky peek of. I want to tell you about someone within the CreatorCast sphere previously. He's left CreatorCast, and he's caused a hell of a lot of turmoil when he did that. We're talking about old mate Jay Boston. Now, what did Jay do? Jay, well, to start off with, we can only speculate here, but I feel like he broke what was a contractual agreement between himself and Evolve Skateboards. Evolve Skateboards, one of the bigger manufacturers of electric skateboards in this country. Hell no, not Jay Boston, Mark the Traveller. Yeah, this is a great example of a fake apology video. Now, he released his first look video on their new product line before the embargo date had arrived. And the worst thing about this is he didn't just come out and say, look, I messed up. Sorry, it was completely wrong. He blamed YouTube. He blamed the process of YouTube. In specific, he blamed adding a video to a playlist as the reason for this to go live. So what Jay's claiming is that he put up a video in a playlist, and somehow magically that playlist set that video live. It's complete bullshit. I'm calling it right now. Every single video I upload to YouTube, and I know this is the case for many other people, every single video goes into a playlist and gets scheduled as private to go live at a certain point. Now, the reason I do that is because of old mate, the first guy we looked at, Logan Paul, and in particular that video of his, the suicide video. That video caused all of the advertisers to flock from YouTube en masse. They left. And then YouTube started saying, okay, every video that you upload is going to be marked as unmonetizable until we check it. Because there were too many people putting up stuff that was wrong and broke all terms of agreement, all terms of service. So they automatically flagged your video as unmonetizable, and it was up to you to go in there and manually check, please review my video. So I, like many other people, put all their videos as unlisted, scheduled for 2 days later to go live. Now, that's every single video I've got on my channel, over 1,000 videos. Jay's telling me that not telling me, but telling the internet, that when he put up a video and made it unlisted, he came back in, because he put it in a playlist, somehow that came out live. Every single video of mine's in a playlist, daily vlog playlist, regular vlog playlist, a wave a day playlist, from the Vault Friday. It's not the playlist, dude. You didn't select unscheduled, private, and scheduled at a later date. And his apology video is absolute cringe. I'm calling it. Have a look at this. Okay, let's just check this out because it's worth of a giggle. The fact that he tagged it at the front of a video, he didn't even make a full video about it. He just tagged it at the start, is totally wrong. All right, let's watch old mate Jay, see what he's done. Jay will be Jay. I said this plenty of times before. Jay will be Jay. He's done it. He's pulled a Jay right here. Let's have a look.
Yesterday morning, an early version of my unbox and first ride on the new electric skateboard was accidentally uploaded and put into a playlist automatically by my software that I use when I
accidentally
do uploads. The software I use automatically puts videos straight into playlists. Other videos were also uploaded that night by me, and purely by accident, rather than Evolve getting the link to go and have a look and make sure they were happy with it.
What a crock of shit.
It ended up in a playlist. Later on that morning, I was alerted that it was actually in a playlist, and I went in and removed it completely as fast as possible. To the Evolve team, its ambassadors, the super passionate Eastgate community, retailers and Evolve community, I sincerely apologise for this error. It was an honest mistake and it was entirely unintentional. I regret any embarrassment caused to Evolve skateboards for the early release of this video, given that Evolve have worked so hard to create such an incredible electric skateboard.
All right. I'm sorry about the dog going nuts outside. Our neighbour's dog is just going Burko. Yeah, I don't buy any of that, Jay. And you, as a YouTuber, as a content creator, you know what you've done. And for you not to come out and just say it, look, I messed up. That's Jay being Jay. He'll do what he does. He should have just owned it. He didn't. Crazy. Jay will be Jay. He's done that in the past. Not the first time he's done this. Just saying. The next one I want to dig up is probably the most... This is the way to make a fake apology video. Laura Lee. How can you not include Laura Lee in this? And like, I've saved the best for last here. Now, what she did was she made a bunch of racist tweets years and years ago. They came back to haunt her, and when she got called out, her apology video is it's all time humor. Just this is I could watch the whole thing here. It's that funny. Let's just have a sneaky peek at it, and we can't watch it all. It's so bad, but watch some of it.
In this video, it's been so hard. So much possible. It's hard. It's probably the hardest things I've ever done.
She's not even really talking, and she's fake crying. Look, there's not even tears coming out. Look at this.
I'm so sorry.
Unbelievable.
So sorry to you guys. I'm so sorry for disappointing you.
She spat then, and now she's rubbing, trying to push
so
more
bad.
tears out.
To disappoint you all who have supported me for so many years.
She knew that this was not a sincere apology video, and the internet completely slaughtered her for it. So then she removed the video from YouTube, but have a look at her Social Blade stats here, which tell the real story. So this was a number of months ago, but you're looking at this point in the graph here where it's just gone straight down. Unbelievable. Oh, sorry, the subs are here. That was views. Look at that. What did she lost there? 529,000 in one day. Oh, that looks like a couple of days, maybe. That's a month. She's gone completely downhill. I want to skip forward just briefly to the end of her apology video at 2:34. It's worth another quick little watch there because it's just the ultimate cringe fest. Let's watch from here.
Kind of behavior I did, and I'm so sorry. There's no excuse. There's nothing I can say that's an excuse. I'm just sorry.
Talk about it. How to dig out your eyes.
I wish it was a better 6 years ago, but I can't pray for the past. I can only pray for the future.
Oh my goodness.
I also want to
All
say
right,
in this
I
video
I
that
can't.
please just...
I can't watch any more of that. It's so bad. Now look, we're wrapping up close to the end of the time here, but there is one more I want to dig up, and Michael alerted me to this. Now in China and in Asia, they have these massive pop groups, right? Massive conglomerate pop groups. Sometimes there's 40 members, sometimes there's 45 members, just all these young Asians that get together and sing or perform in this group. And these groups are owned by massive companies. Now, there's been plenty of issues with these groups in the past, but the one that we're really going to look at right now is from a group from Korea, one of the K-pop groups, and they're called Twice. Now, I never heard of this before. Never heard of this situation before, but what happened was one of the members in this group, she appeared on a television show holding a Taiwanese flag. She's from Taiwan, right? So she's born, bred, raised in Taiwan. She appeared on this show with a flag. Now, that wouldn't seem all that nefarious, right? But the owners of the pop group Twice, of which she was a member, received a lot of hate from that because they're from mainland China and Taiwan wants to have this separation from mainland China. And so there was this conflicting thing where it was like, you know, is she part of this group from China or is she an outsider pushing for Taiwanese independence? And it got to the point where the company was sledged so hard that they forced this girl in their pop group to make an apology, a video apology, not only apologizing for something she didn't do, but apologizing and saying in the apology that she is not Taiwanese. They forced her to say, China is one and I'm Chinese, not Taiwanese. And it is pretty confronting to watch, given that, you know, she's only a young person. She would have had a lot of flack from her peers, from her family. There's subtitles on this because it's obviously not in English language, but have a look. That's Jay Boston again. We don't want to go back to him. Have a look at this and just tell me it's not a difficult watch.
大家好，我有话想对大家说。
Really loud.
大家好，我是周子瑜。对不起，本应该早些出来道歉，因为不知道如何面对现在的情况，一直不敢直接面对大家，所以现在才站出来。
Hey, Brockdex. Hey, man.
中国只有一个，海峡两岸是一体的。我始终为自己是一个中国人而感到骄傲。我
It's like a hostage
作为一
video,
个中
right?
国人，在国外活动时，
As a Chinese?
由于言行上的过失，对公司、对两岸网友的情感造成了伤害。 我感到非常非常的抱歉，也很愧疚。
It's criminal, isn't
我
it?
决定终止目前中国一切的活动，认真反省。
I'm going to pause it there. We're almost out of time here, but I want to say thanks to the suggestions from everybody. Thanks everybody for playing in the chat. I didn't get time to talk with you all. Next week, if this doesn't blow up, we're back. Yes, we're back. Feel it. It's like a hostage video. Red time for a... Yes, Dr. Botta.
Oh, that's we're out of time.